Station CRZY presents a special documentary, The MERGATROID Serial Killer, Profile in Terror. A new special from CRZY.
This is Hugh Millitson here at CRZY. Good evening, viewers. Tonight we are presenting a documentary that will present all of the known facts and information concerning the MERGATROID serial killer, who, unfortunately, remains alive and at large at the moment after having been shot by a shotgun blast from Uncle Frank. It is now believed from DNA test results at the biotech lab that Eric Niedermeyer, the MERGATROID serial killer, is now in fact a vampire, having apparently been turned into a vampire while in the parallel universe. As most of you know, the vampirism virus has been eradicated here in our own universe, but apparently the MERGATROID serial killer has come back from there and has been converted to a vampire. He survived this shotgun blast somehow. At the moment, how he survived remains unknown, and his whereabouts remain unknown. But the public should be on alert that the MERGATROID serial killer is indeed back. And I want to go back a few years now to the beginning of this story to cover all of the known facts that we've been able to put together and assemble concerning the MERGATROID serial killer. The first known victim of the MERGATROID serial killer, also known as MSK, the MSK killer, was an Asian female. Her body was discovered behind the paper doll factory in October 2012. The second victim was discovered in the back parking lot of the MERGATROID Times. The third known victim, Victoria Strauss of Sutherland Financial, was found behind the downtown Super Deluxe grocery store on June the 8th, 2013. That same scene would later become the scene of Flashy the Paper Doll's dismemberment by the MERGATROID serial killer. The only known victim to survive, the fourth victim, Shimiko Hiramoto, survived behind the parking lot of Vincini Cosmetics. That's the site where the attack occurred. She escaped and survived. Blatson the artist was killed in Paris, France, as were two females in the village outside Paris, France. Those are two of the European victims of the MERGATROID serial killer. We know that the MERGATROID serial killer is actually Eric Niedermeyer, one of two illegitimate sons of CEO Judy Vincini of the Vincini Cosmetics Corporation. His real father was Bangledy Boot the Clown, but Judy Vincini's father, at the time, had believed that he was fathered by Jaco, the motorcycle gang leader, with whom Judy had also been involved. And her father, Vincent Vincini, arranged for Eric and his brother Apronhead to be raised by this man. After an extremely abusive childhood, which was documented by therapy sessions on cassette tapes by Dr. Derrickson, Eric began to murder young women in and around MERGATROID over a period of several years. Using the energy time flux field created by Dr. Derrickson, when it appeared in the woods between MERGATROID and Flattown, the MERGATROID serial killer traveled to the London of 1888, where it is believed he assumed the identity of Jack the Ripper, perhaps was Jack the Ripper. At that time, he encountered Flashy 2 and had two run-ins with her at that time. This was a duplicate. Flashy, also created by the biotech lab in the woods outside MERGATROID near Flattown. After returning to our own present time, the MERGATROID serial killer was shot by a sniper at the wedding of Les Tomac and Imogene Slakowski and was presumed dead at the time, was even pronounced clinically dead by Lieutenant Skidders on the scene. It was learned that this MSK was later brought back to life by Dr. Getrick at the biotech lab. Eric Niedermeyer, the MERGATROID serial killer, left the biotech lab and took up residence, it is believed at the time, with a blind girl named Doreen. It was during this time period that MSK dismembered Flashy behind the Super Deluxe grocery, and her dismembered remains were discovered by a skateboarder who turned them into the biotech lab, and she was revived and did survive. It's at that time that MSK traveled to Europe, where he killed Blatson the artist in Paris, France. MSK was then attacked by a samurai swordsman in a village outside Paris, France. He apparently escaped through the energy time flux field near the Eiffel Tower to reemerge in another time period where he survived that attack from the samurai sword. He eventually returned to the present time once again, where he at one point stalked and kidnapped his blind girlfriend Doreen from the Quint estate. It appears that at the moment, Eric Niedermeyer, the MSK killer, is at large. We can only speculate as to whether he's remained here in this universe or has traveled back to the parallel universe. Again, it is believed that he has become a vampire. And this has been Hugh Millitson with a special on Profile in Terror, the MSK killer. Thank you very much.